Unforgettable Days. I am the resurrection and the life. John 11, verse 25. Jesus had many followers. Some of them followed him secretly. Among them was Nicodemus, a converted Pharisee, and Joseph of Arimathea, a very rich man. When Joseph saw his master dead on the cross, he was touched and concerned about removing him from the cross before the sunset, because the Sabbath of the Lord was about to begin. And on Sabbath, they were not to work or do any other activity that did not involve worship to God, in accordance with the instructions of the Bible. Joseph went to Pilate and was able to get permission to take Jesus' body down from the cross and bury him in the tomb he had prepared for his own family. That was a very good arrangement, because the location was nearby to where Jesus was. Nicodemus also helped by bringing some perfumes and sheets to cover the body, according to the custom of the time. Everyone worked quickly because the sun was already setting, and it began to disappear on the horizon. With Jesus' death, Nicodemus and Joseph left their fear aside and publicly got involved in order to pay their homage to their master. That must have been a very sad Sabbath, filled with suffering and shame for the friends of Jesus. What would become of them now? Why didn't Christ perform a miracle to save himself? They did not remember the words of Jesus saying that he would rise on the third day. Jesus gave his life to redeem humanity, and during the hours of the Sabbath, he rested from his redeeming work, just as he had from his creating work. Annas and Caiaphas, priests of the temple, were worried because Jesus had said that on the third day he would rise again. They requested that the authorities post a number of soldiers to guard the tomb and prevent the body of Jesus from being stolen. The priests thought that then Jesus' disciples could not make up a story about a resurrection. Slowly, the Sabbath was coming to an end, and in the morning of the next day there was a great sound. The earth shook. Another earthquake? Suddenly a bright light shone. Angels came to wake Jesus up from the sleep of death. When the soldiers guarding the tomb saw Jesus, they shook with fear and fell as if they were dead. When they woke up, the soldiers noticed that the stone that had sealed the tomb had been removed and the body had disappeared. What would they do now? They were worried. Pilate would not believe their story and would blame them. They went to talk to the priests, who bribed them into saying that the disciples had stolen the body of Jesus. In the morning, the women went to the tomb and found it open and empty. What could have happened? At that time, they saw an angel who said to them, "Do not be afraid. Jesus is not here. He is risen, as he had said he would. Tell the disciples that he will be going to Galilee. There you will see him." When the women told the disciples what had happened, they could not believe it. Peter and John left in a hurry to see the tomb with their own eyes, to confirm what they had just heard. Realizing that everything was true, they returned rapidly to the city in order to tell others. Only Mary Magdalene stayed near the tomb by herself, looking into it. It was then that she saw two angels seated, who asked her, "Woman, why do you cry?" "They took my Lord, and we do not know where they have put him," she said. At that moment, Mary noticed someone next to her. "Sir, if you took him, tell me where you have put him." "Mary," said Jesus with his unmistakable voice. Mary recognized the voice of Jesus and understood that he was really alive. She ran to tell others about the marvelous news.